Hi, everybody. I'm back. It's Tuesday. It's noon UK time. And sorry about that. Don't know what that was about. So it's 1 p.m. European time and 6 o'clock in Little Rock, America. Not New York. What am I talking about? New York has got a completely different time zone. Anyway, so today's topic is humongous. And anybody who knows me knows that these sessions are for you to bring your questions so you can get them answered live. And also, what's important to know and remember is that anything that's too specific and too directly aimed at one particular thing can be difficult to answer in a big in a live like this. There are other sessions for that. Good morning, Tommy. Yay, Tommy's here. Woohoo! He's here, my friend. He's so cool. It is 6 o'clock where Tommy is, isn't it, Tommy? In Little Rock, or Little Rock area of America. So as you can tell, I have put please say hello when you enter. And so today's question is what you can do if somebody infringes upon your trademark. Now, some people, depending on who you are, you might think, oh, I'm just going to ignore it and it'll just go away. Like the likelihood of that is, 6 a.m. The likelihood of anything going away just because you ignore it, how often does that really happen? I don't really think it happens that way. I think that if you just ignore something, sorry, I just need some water. When you ignore stuff, then it means that they get more room to do the thing that they're doing that infringes upon your rights in the first place. So don't ignore people. And another thing you might want to do is cry. And I totally get that. I think I would do that too. And my advice to you is to cry and scream and yell as much as you need to. And then when that's done, that's when you take action. Because I do not believe in repressing emotion. I do not believe in stiff upper lip the way that most British people have been taught to behave. And I'm not pointing any fingers, not saying you're bad for doing that. I'm just saying that it's a cultural thing. And I can tell somebody is watching me on YouTube, so yoo-hoo, thank you for that. I don't know who you are, but thank you. Because it only shows the one viewer on YouTube. It doesn't show who's here, who is on LinkedIn. That's really strange for some reason. But anyway, so the cultural thing about the stiff upper lip and all that, it may have served a purpose back in the day. I would just suggest that it's healthier to get it out of your system. And then once you've done, you take action. And that's when you contact somebody like me. Because you want to take action. And there are things that you could do. You could, it depends on also, is the trademark actually registered or not? Because when you've got a trademark and you don't protect it with a registration, then effectively you're leaving your front door open and saying to people, come on in, take all my possessions. And, that may be a fine philosophy if you don't really care about the possessions that you've got. Um, Most people do care about their possessions. Um, and I know that we've spoken about before that in Dubai, they say, I don't, obviously I've never experienced it, but I've heard that you can, sorry, a bit of trap there. You can leave your possessions in the street, jewelry, and nobody's going to run away with it. And I find that amazing. However, that is one country in the entire world. So always think about what it is that you've got. Think about that thing you're known for instance. I mean, I'm known as the Empress of Trademarks. I'm not going to register that as a trademark because it's generic. This, though, is my trademark. And I obviously have registered it, as you know. Let me see if I've got any of my little cards here in front of me. I don't think I do. No. Anyway, I've got my business card. My business card. My business card. So that way you can see that it is actually, oops, a registered trademark. Tommy is answering something. If someone lives in, say, the United States and get their trademark stolen, can you still help being in the UK? Well, yes, I can actually, because in some cases it will just be a question of contacting them and letting them know that they are infringing upon somebody else's rights, depending on, if it's a registered trademark, that makes the situation much easier, because then I can say, listen, you are infringing upon my client's registered trademark. Whereas if it isn't a registered trademark, that becomes more tricky. Because if you do not protect your own trademark, as I say, then you're leaving it wide open for anyone to do with what they want. And when you've taken time and spent energy and money to get known for a certain something, and you have, built up the goodwill surrounding this thing that you're doing, and this, you want people to respect that this is your possession, this is your intellectual property. So the good news is I can help people in America as well, if they want me to. I cannot go to court in America. However, I know people who can, so that is not an issue. It is very, very, I keep saying very, very. I don't know what's up with me today. Just know that whatever it is that you're creating, even though you think that, but what I do isn't that special, and I'm just selling somebody else's thing. But still, you might be selling that thing in a particular way. You might have created your own system surrounding that thing that you're selling, I mean, imagine I was selling these fountain pens. I'm not the manufacturer of this fountain pen, right? Still, I may have created my own approach as to how to sell this to other people. This happens to be a sterling silver fountain pen, and I bought it many, many, many moons ago while I was still living in Denmark. And I might have created a whole system, a whole way of speaking to people about this silver fountain pen. And it's imperative also to understand that what I do has value, what you do has value, you know. So even though you could be a network marketing person, you could be a product reseller, it doesn't really matter who you are and what you do. It's important to understand that your way of doing things will have your unique way of doing it in most cases. Very few of us are robots, and very few of us do exactly things one particular way. So that's why, if I was a seller of these fountain pens, I would make sure that I got myself a trademark that was mine. You know, yes, okay, I've got a bit more knowledge because I studied the law and all of these things. That doesn't mean that you can't do it as well. I've got so many free resources on my website. Let me just pop my link tree in here so that you may not be able to see it, but it's linktr.ee /Celeste Reumert. That's where you find, and it's https colon and 2 slashes forward and then link tree. And it's linktr.ee. That's how you find it. I will pop it in the comments afterwards, because the auto-generated subtitles will probably be covering it, so you might not be able to see it. So I have so many free resources on my website, so much information to help you on your way to protecting your uniqueness. And always remember that if it isn't unique, then you may just need a few tweaks here and there to get it to be unique. Or you may need my help to find something unique. I'm here either which way. I can help you. And that way we can ensure that whatever it is that you've got is protection worthy, and you will then be in a much safer place, and your business becomes irresistible to your clients, to potential investors, and that way, who knows, right? Anyway, so if there are no more questions right now, we will wrap it up. I've been waffling for 13 minutes and 40 some seconds. I'll just leave a bit of space for you to type, as I always say. If you have no questions, that's totally fine. I appreciate Tommy for his questions and for being here with me. It makes it more interesting when I know that there are questions coming to me. Next week, remember that I am in Sweden, and Tommy and I are having a conversation about where the trademark registration symbol goes. And I'm just going to show you my own personal trademark again from my business card. So this is, I have had my there are here on the Grand IPR. I've put that up in the circle because I wanted it to be a coherent whole. You don't have to do that. You can just use the generic R in the circle. It's completely up to you. It's what you feel. Here we go again. Another one of these lovely little reminders that I've got. As I say, I wanted it to be a coherent whole. Oops. I keep tipping it. Ooh, it's not that easy. Haha, what fun. Anyway, so that's why you've got this last R up in that circle. And those of you who have seen what Rob Parker has done, he has helped me with the R in the circle for my other trademark called the Unique Branded Blueprint. And the reason for that was that somebody had helped me and they had put like strokes around. You're so welcome. Arifu Rahman, thank you. The reason for that, the Unique Branded Blueprint, that trademark, I haven't got a printed version of it because it's turquoise and it can be really difficult to get that printed because it needs to be RGB colors for it to be printable. And at the moment, I'm not there yet. So, but at one point, I'm definitely having it created in RGB so that I can have it printed off. But the logo itself is written in turquoise. It's actually written in one of those marker pens. And the R in the circle then almost disappeared a little bit. So we've altered the R in the circle a little bit so that it's more standaloneable. Can you say that? Standaloneable? Anyway, thank you so much to everybody for watching and being here with me. I so much appreciate your time, and I do not want to keep waffling for too long. I know that you will have found value in this. So thank you so much. And as I say, next Tuesday is all about where does that symbol go? And can you even find it on the keyboard of your laptop? So that's a really interesting conversation. Do tune in, even though it's not live, because there is massive value to be gained as well. We won't be able to take any comments because it is a recording, as I say, and that's just the nature of the fact that I'm going on holiday. So anyway, if there are no further questions and no further comments, I think we can say thank you and goodbye for today. And I look forward to seeing you when I'm back. And do not forget, September 1st, 1 p.m. UK, 2 p.m. Central Europe, and 7 a.m. Little Rock is when I'm doing the paid masterclass. Remember that and do show up for that as well. I've set the price point at £175. So I look so much forward to seeing you then. Have a fantastic day, everybody. Bye for now.